Well, that was the end of the music.
Bye,
Awesome.
music.
Music's done. Music's over.
Okay.
We can all go home.
No more music.
Thanks for coming, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for the music.
Oh. Stream is happening, by the way.
Yeah. I'm
We're just
doing
all
a very important drawing, so I'm focused.
we're all distracted.
Is that the Dart of the Gardens?
Is that the Dart of the Gardens? Yes, it is. Let's hop on over. Indeed. To Canvas. And also hop on over to Muzak. Get some chill background music going on that doesn't cover up Christie's face if possible, OBS, thank you.
Nej, det ska vi då.
No! Yeah, we're here. We have a plan. That plan is to... whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Classic.
Who's calling bluff? Who's God of War? Who is... Who, what?
Hmm?
What is happening?
Miss had spoiled who God of War Faye is. Well, why'd you do that? You silly.
That's alright. Alright. Ghost trick thing.
That's a
spoiled.
pretty important reveal in the game. Who Faye is.
I mean, as someone who knows multiple things from both this one and Ragnarok, I'm sitting here going, which thing did you get spoiled for? Because there are many things with Faye.
That is also true.
All I want to know is there a fun scene where the Smith brothers get together? Why do I want to know? I mean, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Anyway, hello. There's Kira. There's a mist. There's a bear. There's a delicious strawberry man.
I will say, hilariously, especially if you're aware of how much of a big Inger rar beat 'em up, smash things to bits, toxic masculinity the old God of Wars is. The overarching theme of the new Gods of War is breaking the cycle of violence in the family.
No.
It
Hug the
really
boy.
is. It's good. Like, new God of War is basically just how do we put this horrible, like, character from the old games, which were, you know, toxic masculinity at its best, misogyny at its best, you know, a whole lot of things, like power fantasy. And how do we take that guy and just make him deal with them?
Yeah, basically they looked at that and went, so what do you think would actually happen if an actual human person had to deal with these things?
Yeah.
Let's
That's
find
great.
out!
It's Hug Boy, that's the overarching.
Yeah, hug boy. Hug of
Hug
boy.
boy.
That's what it's called.
Hug of Boy.
Hug of
yeah.
boy.
Uh-huh, sure.
So, Christy, is this your exiting queen?
Yep. A
Is it-
perfect representation as well.
I see Miss really wants Bear to see what God of War Thor looks like.
Oh, I remember Thor. Yeah.
It's really good, is the thing. Yeah. It's good.
I'm gonna try my from memory drawing.
Love God of War. Thor. Yeah.
I don't consider this a spoiler because it's literally not relevant to the plot, but they basically went, hey, how about we just make this war god designed like people who actually, like, do things with their bodies and design it, like, big. He's big. Like, not a curved muscle on him. He is packed.
It's very fun to me that, like, because Thor isn't even like a god of war, he is a god of many other things. And
it happens to go to war a lot.
Famously known for eating and drinking far beyond human comprehension, and it shows, and it's great. Because he still looks intimidating as fuck.
But also, if you look at pictures of, like, actual weightlifters, not bodybuilders, weightlifters, he's got very much the same body type.
Yeah, it's, like, very clearly...
Where it's like, there's muscle under there, under multiple layers of supportive fat.
Yeah, it's, like, very clearly, like... Yes, this person eats and drinks a lot. Yes, they could also fuck me up severely. Still, clearly. They're strong. Yeah.
And unsurprisingly, a lot of people got very mad about that.
Yeah.
Or at least some very stupid, loud people got very mad at that, and everyone else is just sitting back going, shut up.
Well, the internet.
Okay. It's very much because one, everyone in original God of War, the Greek series, was very much abs. You know,
toxic
like
masculinity, the game series.
Exactly. It's toxic masculinity. Everyone needs the perfect set of abs. And to a certain point, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Because they're Greek.
If you want to fit the style of the art at the time, why not? Well, not of the time,
exactly.
but a lot of it's retroactive.
Like, you know. If you want to base it on that, sure. I mean, I don't agree with it for all of them, but it's fine. But so I think that's part of it, and also I do think for a big part of why people got so angry at big Thor is of MCU Thor.
Oh yeah.
Which is fun, because MCU Thor doesn't look like Myth Thor.
No, exactly, but I do think that's, like, because the MCU is so big that people often have that image in their head. So then it's like, why doesn't this person have Chris Hemsworth?
Crim Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth body. You know, that actor.
Telling me the internet was fantophobic and out of touch with the real world. I know, right? Such a surprise. Crim's Hemsworth.
Yeah, exactly.
Crim's Hemsworth.
Happy Crims Hemsworth.
Exactly.
Happy Crim's Hogswatch.
But yeah, so I do think that was also part of why people expected Thor to just be another classic muscle boy, hasn't seen a drop of water in weeks. You know.
Very chemical romance and Happy Crim's Hemsworth. There he is. Oh, he's got more hair. He's got hair. Forgot he had hair.
You forgot he had hair. died when they released what Thor looked like. Yeah, I looked at it and went, yes. Good. This is just what Thor is gonna look like in my head from now on. Which is just, then you've succeeded. It's like the character designer.
I mean, I'm not a million miles away from January. But...
Yeah,
I accidentally stole Thor.
Yeah,
the
can't wait to
folks.
meet him. Well, you have to wait until God of War Ragnarok comes out on PC.
Or Jan cosplaying Thor, I could do that. Oh yeah, I haven't actually shared the comic with people. I've stuck it on my website because I'm starting to update there now.
Ooh.
I have a website, believe it or not. Comic.
I mean, it's sort of funny that you say, Kira, oh, he towers over Kratos.
Immediate.
That's not hard to do. That is one of the things that I find just very fun with Kratos being in this new Norse area. Like, all of the gods in Norse land are taller than him.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, even the
except
ladies
for
are taller than
Baldur,
him.
who is a twink. And
Yeah,
Heimdall, I guess. There are a couple who are shorter than him.
I mean, I'd also call Heimdall a brag
Heimdall
twink,
is
but that's
definitely
neither
a
here nor
twink.
there. Like the major ones that are shorter than him are literal children. So
I'm gonna say the boy offers a false perspective on size.
Yeah, boy is small. He is baby. He
his
is
voice
good, he
hasn't
is
cracked
baby.
yet, so that's
Yeah.
part of the reason why. It's really funny though, because the second game happens a while later, and boy hits a growth spurt.
Yeah, it's 3 years, because it's like spoilers, I guess, for myth, but Fimbulwinter.
Spoilers for mythology.
Spoilers
Spoilers
for myth.
Ragnarok.
I love
Ragnarok
that.
happens.
Spoilers for Ragnarok. Ragnarok happens, but before Ragnarok, there's 3 years of Fimbulwinter, which does last exactly 3 years, and that is the time period between the first and second game. Fimbul.
Himbo.
Yep, Fimbulwinter. It's when all the Himbos come out.
No, actually, there sort of is a character in the Norse series who you might call a himbo, but we haven't met him. Or
Yeah.
you guys haven't met him.
Yeah. I wish
His own issues going on.
Thor.
Remember, the theme is generational trauma.
Oh yeah. That is also a thing you have to keep in mind for Thor. You still have a positive view in him, but you do have to remember that the theme here is generational trauma.
Okay, I'm going to be working under the assumption here that Odin is a lovely chap.
Yeah, just keep assuming that.
Yeah, basically with the original God of War games, in the Greek storyline, all of the gods suck, and like that's just a thing. Like if you're a god, you suck, and that just sort of continues here in Norse. Like the gods suck as a whole.
Yeah.
Just checking on our royal correspondent in the corner.
I can't find where this picture is from, but I loved it. I researched and researched and researched. but it's just some random wind fair where she's sitting down with her kids, having a beer, it would seem.
For context, I don't know if we mentioned it on stream. The Queen of Denmark has abdicated, and apparently they absolutely love the Queen because she's a right character and also a really good illustrator.
He's a great artist.
And yeah, and Christie's very. Hey look, we actually have an interesting member of a royal family that does things. Just trying to show off to the rest of us.
I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I mean, anyone can admit that she's something, at least.
Exactly, yeah. Yours is something. At the very least, something. What? Twitch? What is Twitch doing? What? Who?
Twitch is being trash.
Accidentally deleted a whisper from someone, hadn't read it, tried to reread it, misclicked, poof, gone. Can't clip if you have the screen bigger than a thumbnail, can't press the shiny shield button, so dumb. Ours are trash and deserve to be liquidated. It's a strong sentence.
I
do find it very funny that literally every single person I know who lives anywhere in any part of the UK, at best is just sort of doesn't care about the royal family, but the majority of them are just kind of like, yeah, no, I'd like to just shove them all into a tar pit.
I mean, they're right. It's very funny because I don't have I really don't care for the monarchy. It's not monarchy. I don't care for monarchy in a country that's also a democracy. Specifically.
That's the weird.
We don't need both.
I mean, here it's just the monarchy is just publicity stunt at this point.
Oh yeah. Over
that's...
here as well. It's just that I don't see the point of it.
At the very least, yours seems to be actively contributing to the arts. That's something.
Yeah. It's also probably because for me personally, I'm a history person. It's also very like our monarchy was gone for a long while and was reinstated after Napoleon. And since then we've been a monarchy. So I just don't see why we still need to go along with it. Because we didn't.
We had an interesting one. Is that we had a civil war, overthrew the monarchy, got rid of them, and then within 10 years just brought them back, because why not? It's like, what was the point of that then?
No, we've had several hundred years without a monarchy.
That's crazy.
I probably close to 200 years without a monarchy, and before that we were under the monarchy of Spain. It wasn't even our own monarchy we were reinstated. We took someone new who was related to the guy who made us a republic.
Yeah. There is talk in Denmark of wanting to become a republic, but...
It depends how entertaining your next king is. If they also make cool illustrations, it might be let off.
I mean, I don't like him because he's kind of a military man, but the people love him. It's kind of the thing where Margaret, the former queen, she's still queen, There's just 2 queens now.
2 queens.
Yeah.
Your mom lets you have 2 queens?
We have queens at home.
Queen at home, show a picture of our queen. Who recently recommended to her book club a book in which the royal family gets abducted and held hostage. So, hey everybody, read a book about how my husband gets held hostage.
Elaborate.
She has a book club, and she just recommended everybody read a book about the royal family getting a hostage situation involving the royal family.
So she's really bored.
Probably.
I have questions I don't necessarily want answers to.
No, we have a queen now. They changed it so that a woman marrying the king becomes a queen now. So we do actually have a queen.
So in other words, they changed it back.
What?
Yeah.
I'm very confused.
Previously, if I can't remember which way around it all was, but basically the one way around it was like, oh, if somebody marries, for example, if a man marries the queen, they become king, but if a woman marries the king, they don't become queen, or something like that. And they changed it so that it just lines up so that if they're married, they're king and queen. Or who knows, one day, king and king, or queen and queen. Or king and queen.
I mean, ideally, we should just scrub them off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our royal family has no value, really.
Like,
actually,
the only
actively
members
negative
of the
value.
British royal family that I have any measure of respect for are the ones that are actively going, yeah, we're leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good for this. Hey, it's a reference back. Hang on. Get to do a side-by-side of Christie's good art. Look at that!
Oh no.
He's good!
But yeah, I just wanted to get that amazing picture out of my system.
It's a good picture. So good.
I couldn't find the one with the sausage roll and the juice box. Choice.
Honestly, just the moment you mentioned there is a famous picture of your queen outside an Aldi, that's enough. Like, okay, you're already succeeding at having a monarchy.
People loved it as well. Like,
I
it
mean,
wasn't-
I get that. I don't. I really don't fucking care about them.
I mean, I don't either. I care about her.
No, I get that, but also, like, I really don't care about any of them because none of them have that kind of thing going on.
Yeah,
They're all just royal family.
Yeah, it's called personality, and they distinctly lack it.
I mean, by law, they have to be boring, I think.
Pretty much. They're governed by, over here at least, they are governed by the Royal Family LLC. It is a company that is run part of the government. They are employees thereof. It's a whole thing.
I mean, is this actually true, or are you pulling our legs? 'Cause
No,
I
no,
wouldn't-
it's the thing.
I would, out of one would make sense.
The Royal Family in Britain is a company.
That's okay.
That is not an
Sure.
exaggeration.
Um,
They have employees. They have to be a company.
no.
Liquidate them, yeah. See, now you can say liquidate them in a business sense, as well as in a physical, weird horror film sense.
I think in that one it would be liquefying.
Yeah, it might be. But you could do that with like acid
That's
or
what
something.
I
Liquidate
think
him.
as well, and I get a bit icked out.
Look, whatever you want, whatever liquid is involved.
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Specifically, not Coke. Specifically Pepsi.
know why that was the first liquid that came to mind.
Did you know if you put
Even drink Pepsi.
Did you know if you put a royal family member in a glass of Pepsi overnight, they dissolve? It's weird.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Fun.
Coke is too good for them.
Well, I mean, if we're going for too good for them, don't put them in Pepsi either. Put them in, like, Diet Pepsi.
Hey, I prefer sweetened to sugary. Put them in Coke Zero. No, I was about to say put them in, like, own brand Coke, but that's usually quite nice. Like in a really cheap way. No, actually, yes. Supermarket brand Diet Cola. That tastes like soap. Put them in that.
Ooh. Coca-Cola tastes like soap to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, that's interesting because there is legitimately a, I don't think spice is the right word, but I'm just going to call it a spice because I can't remember what else it's called, where some people think it tastes like soap.
Oh,
Cilantro.
yeah, what do we call it?
Yeah, cilantro.
I honestly
Coriander.
say I don't even know what it is.
Cilantro, we call it coriander, even though coriander is technically a different
Oh.
plant. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Now we call it that.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I just never bothered to look up what cilantro.
And I'm going to throw my hat into the ring here and say I'm one of those people. I hate coriander.
I used to. It's weird. I thought it either tasted like soap or it didn't.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a genetic thing.
Yeah,
mean,
but mine changed.
Well, you're replaced with a clone.
Yeah, maybe. Would explain something.
Is this that film where, like, I can't remember what it was called now. Elysium? No, that's not it. Different one. Was that a film where they were like rich people? They had clones so that they could have like spare organs. Can't remember what it was called. I think Matt Damon was in
Horrifying.
it.
Thank you.
It wasn't a happy film. It was about them escaping. It wasn't. Your brother and I don't taste soap when you have cilantro coriander, but we also don't exactly care for it. Yeah, you could also just not like the taste. that is also valid.
See, cilantro is something that sometimes is on some various Mexican dishes. And I don't think it tastes like soap. It's just that sometimes it's like, you put too much of this on here. I would like to taste the other flavors, please.
I found it.
But that's how it is with a lot of things.
Sorry.
There are some like peppers where it's like, I don't know why you would want to eat this. Because you can't eat it, you can't taste anything else. Oh, there she is with a juice box.
There's a queen. Sausage roll in a juice box.
Out of a little.
Out of a
An
little.
icon.
Yeah.
Your royal family can do with a little sausage roll, then they're good. You try and push Camilla anywhere near and Greg's. It'll be like trying to push two magnets together. It's impossible.
GRX.
Greg's. I actually, for the first time ever, I had something from Greg's last week. It was a donut, and it tasted really good. Yeah. Can't complain. Mind you of your granny. Miss Royal?
Miss actually part of the royal family of Denmark.
Confirmed.
I mean, I think there are some things that are just universally, this is a grandma thing for some reason or another. It doesn't even matter how old your grandma is, it's just there are some things that are just a grandma thing.
Doesn't matter how old or how royal your grandmother is.
I still like to think Miss will be the next Queen of Denmark.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish. Someone has to take over the iconicness of this one.
Yeah, I think Miss could do it.
I'm gonna pull a Anastasia thing and be like, I'm your long-lost granddaughter.
It's me,
Exactly.
Anastasia.
It's me, Anastasia. Exactly. I think Miss could do that.
Mm.
Miss will be an eccentric royal because she'd just keep running away. See, that's the energy we need. Little do you
I mean,
realize by acting like that, you've become the
I'm
perfect
all
royal.
in favor of royalty that doesn't particularly want to act like hoity-toity royalty.
Yeah.
Like, you're a
That's a
human
prerequisite.
being.
For me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted a hug.
This. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Karen.
You all just say when the geeking of the royals of my country is way past you. But to speak to her humor, there is a thing called a circus like variety show or something. I don't know how you would translate that, but there's a lot of those here, and the big one in Copenhagen. There's always been this one guy with Pilgaard who is almost the same age as the Queen. It's always been the actor who's played her. Almost like a 2-meter tall man who likes, because it's a thing that the Queen has always smoked a lot, and it's not particularly vicious or anything, but just he pokes fun at her with the smoking and the being not very royal. And when he stepped down from his role a couple years ago, she gave him flowers on stage.
No.
Surprise.
Thank you for mocking me all my life.
I mean, there is something to be said for having people that keep you humble, but also there are some things where it's like, why would you make fun of them for that? That's stupid.
This has always been in good fun. There's nothing vicious. I don't think. Then it's been removed, I guess. But I haven't seen it.
I mean, there's a reason why in comedy roasts are a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I also can't watch those, but
Yeah, they are too
Yeah,
vicious.
so, I
like,
mean, not for everyone,
But-
obviously.
you know, the people who like them, and people who like having them happen to them, like them. So, for them, British are vicious with their mockery of the royals. Oh yeah. We're allowed to.
Also, there's a difference between jokingly poking fun at someone who they know you respect you, and you know that,
Oh yeah.
and mocking someone you don't have that relationship to. There's also a difference between mocking someone over something where it's like, no one should be mocked over this, you asshole, and then other things where it's like, actually, yeah, no, it is kind of stupid that you're doing that.
Yeah, it's like she has a droopy eye from having had polio, and no one has ever made fun of it.
Yeah.
And that would be on the list of things where it's like, yeah, no, you shouldn't make fun of that. However, I will gladly support anyone who decides to mock the British king for dancing up in his stupid outfit. because it's like, you didn't need to wear this. You didn't need to make this. Or, excuse me, have someone else make this.
Well,
Also, this feels in bad taste while people are starving.
Yes.
What outfit? Give me the Gus.
Yeah, pick one.
Oh.
Can't watch bits in films where people are being made fun of or mocked. I'm really bad at anything with like clear injustice where someone's clearly innocent but they're being accused of something bad and it's like, no,
Yeah.
don't like that.
Mhm.
Like you can get away
Fair.
with it if it's something like Ghost Trick, that's fine. But if it feels realistic, I'm like, no. Even if I know this is going to be like, oh, it's a murder mystery, we know it's all going to get sorted out at the end because Poirot's a smart cookie. But
Yeah, it depends on how like realistically it's played, I guess.
yeah,
Lynn needs to be put in jail. Also that. Lynn does need to be put in jail.
Lynn is responsible for 5 murders, including her own.
5 of
Mostly
those
her
murders
own.
were her own.
Yeah.
Although, now that the timeline has reset, she didn't actually do any of those murders.
Tiny, whiny, wibbly wobbly.
Wibbly
Which
wobbly.
is still
tiny.
took
Always comes back to that.
Sissel away from Sissel.
Well, that again, that never actually. That relation never actually happened, so you haven't taken them away from anyone because they
No, but
technically
it
haven't
did,
met. Kind
though.
of. Yeah, I know. I still like to take my interpretation. Spoilers for Ghost Trick, by the way.
Major spoilers.
Major
for Ghost
spoilers for
Trick.
Ghost Trick. I still like my interpretation that the person, the Sissel that was mentioned at the end as visiting in the prison was the cat. That's.
Yeah.
I know it's wrong, but that's what I'm thinking it is.
Mhm.
I mean, could always be
Spoilers-
both.
Major spoilers for Myth.
Major spoilers for Myth.
That game is it's a legend now for me. I love that game. Here's an interesting observation. My top 2 favorite games I played last year were Ghost Trick and Katamari Damacy. Both really weird Japanese games that just very
Also-
very clearly knew what they wanted to be.
Also, both games that weren't games released last year, so
Oh yeah, this is you know me.
old games.
I like watching things
Remakes,
from the 60s.
like-
We're fine. Was it like, you mean me play a new game? What are you talking about? Let's dark sport it for me. I am Scrooge with game money because I have 350 games I haven't played. I can't justify buying more. Love Katamari. It's good.
Yeah, I sort of noticed as I was scrolling through your library, figuring out what might be an interesting thing.
Yeah, I used to get a lot of bundles. Ooh, Dargan. Them's be Dargan.
Oh, Dargan. Good Dargan.
Good Dargan.
Mhm.
Also,
Uh,
someone beginning with H.
That's my boy. It's one of my boys from this God of War Ragnarok.
I can't
They're
remember.
very far apart in personality. My favorite boys.
Who's getting a hug?
It's Miss. Miss is getting a big old January hug because they wanted a big old January hug.
I would say the person not being able to breathe, I would see was the person getting the hug, but I don't know.
Yeah, Miss is getting the
it's
hug.
very funny to me that that January is this sort of warm character, considering that January here is just kind of like everything will be ice now.
Well,
This
that's-
morning it was 2 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It is now 5 degrees Fahrenheit outside.
Yeah.
For
you
reference, in Fahrenheit, 32 is when water freezes.
Lovely. Yeah, but you are attributing properties of the weather to a month. A month is just a period of time. It has nothing to do with weather. I attribute to the month what I do in it, which is stay warm.
Miss.
Yes,
this
because it's
is
cold outside.
Heimdall from the second game.
Heimdall. I know it was an H.
He is Heimdall. Why should you love him? You shouldn't.
Is this the one with the really like bad insults or something? I can't remember exactly what it was. I remember seeing clips of like someone trying to diss someone and being really bad at it.
Oh no.
He very much, like every single time he shows up on screen, it's one of those things of like, you're trying to make me punch you, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is trying a little bit too hard. But yes, he is a trash boy.
Trash boy.
And I love him so much. He is amazing, and he is great, and he's awful.
It's another Astarion baby.
No, not really, because I didn't feel any sort of sympathy for him when he
no.
got his for any comeuppance that's come up.
I mean, listen, I've invested too deep into this character, so I think he's sympathetic, but I'm fully aware that most of the fandom is like, no, he is trash and he's awful, but, you know,
Look, we were allowed to like a little bit of trash as a treat. It's fine.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I like a lot
there's
of
a difference
trash.
between
I
I
like
like
Final
this
Fantasy VIII.
trash and they're just totally horrid, and I liked this trash, but also.
Oh no, I will fully admit that Heimdall is awful. He is awful, and to a certain degree, he fully deserves everything that happens to him.
Yeah. Yeah, he literally asked for it.
He did ask for it.
Literally. That's hard to say.
But yeah, he's trash, and I love him, and I know that's not the most popular thing in the fandom, but then again, a lot of people absolutely hate and loathe Hermes, and I love Hermes. He's also trash.
So yeah,
trash,
the reason
though.
why I say this isn't an Astarion situation is because with Astarion, the game is at least trying to make him sympathetic in various ways. Game does not really try to do that with Heimdall.
Yeah, no. Spoilers, I guess. This fully grown man relentlessly bullies a 13-year-old.
Yeah, he picks on children.
He picks up children, and he does it so hard.
I thought you were about to say he does it so well.
He does it so well. He is great. Yeah, miss, that's Hermes, and you might be able to guess just from that picture why I love him. And also why a lot of people hate him.
Look at that. Not look at him. Look at that.
Look at that.
4K HDR. Look at it.
Trash man.
Trash man.
Yeah.
Look, somebody's
will
already
say
set the trash on fire.
Yeah. No, Hermes is hated in the original God of War by the fandom. Not really because of anything story-wise. It's because people find him so absolutely horribly annoying.
I don't know how accurate this is, but I am getting Cabanela vibes. A little bit. I want to see him dance.
It's the same way. He did the exact same movements as Cabanela. he would also dance down the stairs. There is a cutscene in God of War 3 where this guy meets Kratos for the first time, and they have a little talk and such, and Hermes just taunts Kratos a bit, then runs away when Kratos is about to rightfully punch him for being an annoying little fuck. Says some poetry, and then fucks off.
Is the poetry? That's what I was thinking of.
And that's when I decided I loved him. His role in God of War is nothing but be a severe annoyance to Kratos and by proxy the player. And he does it so well that everyone hates him for it. And that's it. He serves no further plot purpose. He's not...
And that's beautiful.
It truly is beautiful. He absolutely has nothing to do. He's not like an obstacle in any way. It's truly beautiful, and I love him so much for it. Because I love it when characters are just really fucking stupid. But yeah, anyway, at the end he got his legs cut off. And his sandals stolen. You know, that's why. Oh, I guess that's why he, exists in the game, is for Kratos to get another item.
We need another item. Who do we attach it to? Let's make the most annoying person imaginable.
They wanted Hermes, they wanted Kratos to get, the speed of Hermes and, become real fast and, stuff like that. And I don't know, they decided to just make the most annoying little fucker, I guess. He doesn't wear the sandals. What?
The wing sandals.
Yeah, the sandals. Yeah, he... No, actually, no, he doesn't. He just, he attaches, the wing stuff to him, and then, he can do the speedy run. I don't know, Kratos is stupid. Also, let me see the GIF if you want to post. I'll tell you if it's a spoiler or not. Just show it to me in Discord. I mean, that's not really a spoiler other than those two characters exist, I think.
Spoilers. Norse gods exist in the God of War game based in Norse mythology.
Spoiler for myth.
Spoiler for myth. Little sassy boy sasses Big Bear. Yeah.
Don't feel too sorry for the little sassy boy. Like we said, he bullies children.
Yeah. He bullies children, he bullies pretty much everyone he fucking comes across.
And note that that's children plural.
Yeah. No.
There
One
are
of his
multiple
children
children.
is part of his family.
Again, the theme is generational trauma. Yay!
Yeah.
Can you say today's word? It's generational trauma.
The word of the day. I think Miss like stop.
Yeah. I mean, that's also, just the general problem with pantheons. They're usually all family, so there's a lot of trauma. Family trauma there.
The old gods were
Some of which
created.
we're gonna get into this God of War.
Many old pantheons were created to reflect the properties of man.
Yeah. And that includes generational trauma.
Exactly.
Thank you for drawing that, Chris. That's great.
You're welcome.
This is fully in character.
Yeah, that likes that just yet.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, it is. Like you said, Hermes is mainly there to be annoying, but to be perfectly honest, he's kind of the most fun character in the original God of War games, because
Oh,
everyone else is just
absolutely.
like either toxic masculinity or a character that was made by someone who is unironically thinks toxic masculinity is a good personality trait to be having.
Yeah. Like I said, I love Hermes. I think he's one of the best characters from the original God of War games. Like, he is very fun and great. But I do know the reputation that he has in, like, especially from, like, the demographic that played the original God of War trilogy. And they all think he's annoying as fuck and despise him for it. But yeah, he's my perfect boy. Where does my art live on Tumblr?
Yeah, Cheap draws.
Yes, you're a gift.
Cheap has two tumbles.
I have
The
two
ChibiNetherlands
Tumblrs.
and also Cheap draws. And they're both good, and you should go and follow them both.
And I definitely did get locked out of Tumblr again.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Definitely locked it.
Tumblr is a site that works.
Used to me.
I mean, I'd say these days it works better than Twitter, but that's mainly because Twitter's getting down the shitter.
Yeah. Hey, man.
It used to be Twitter is where you went to see, is something busted, what's going on?
Yeah. And now
Yeah.
Twitter's where you
Tumblr
go
is
to
a
see
site-
something busted.
Yeah. Tumblr is a site that's becoming better over time by proxy, because everything else keeps getting worse.
Stop the clock is right twice a day. Let's go! Tumblr philosophy.
Why are you linking that? Why are you linking stuff? How dare you link things?
We have a rule in this chat that we
Get
can
loved
only
and
link really,
appreciated,
really
idiot.
good things, so that's allowed.
Oh, you mean like your website that was linked earlier?
Oh no, I'm exempt from the rules. Also, I did scroll up to see because I missed things in chat. Yes, Bear. Yum Yums. Brilliant. That is all.
Looking for very specific art.
On Tumblr. Wow.
Oh look, Hermes in his underwear. I love Mrs. Adventure through my Tumblr.
Looking at very specific art. Yes, we know.
What was about the delayed response? Yes, I forgot to mention.
Yeah. What are you looking for, Miss? I could just... If you tell me, I can just... I probably still have it. Just readily available. Never mind, you already have a new link.
Yeah.
Well, the link doesn't work for me, but, you know, that's fine.
Works for
I
me.
don't
Did
need
you
to
know
see
Chib
it.
has commissions and they've got prices on their Tumblr?
Oh, yeah. Let me see. Drew and his family. Oh, yeah, the baby art.
Family.
Where are they? Let me see.
Sorry, I just scrolled down really far and stopped, and the first thing I saw was the hash, the tag, titties. That is all.
Yes, and
Also, on an unrelated note,
what's your problem?
no problem.
Good.
These are the things you can discover by going to cheapdraws.tumble.cheapdraws. Remember, you can click on a tag on Tumblr and it will show you all of the things on that blog that have that tag.
Oops, there's mugs again.
Mugs?
Wearing clothes that do not fit them. That's a theme with mugs.
No, they fit as intended.
Yeah. No, for sure. Definitely. That's... yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm really bad at expressions.
What? Nonsense.
More
Like,
drawings of
Asking
people.
people, that's hard.
Now, I can tell immediately looking at that picture you've just drawn that person is very confused. See?
Well, true.
Okay, now I'm just scrolling through Cheap's Tumblr. I need to stop. Right.
Great stream, everyone. Everyone's on my
Top
Tumblr.
notch stream.
Stop being on my Tumblr.
What do I draw? Someone give me a thing to draw.
a royal person that's the absolute most shittiest shithead of a character.
Yes.
That's actually the unformed idea I had for tonight was like some kind of character stream with royals, but I couldn't finish the thought.
That's no worries. I was actually going to look to see if there was like a random royalty generator or something like that.
Exactly.
I don't know how to draw Prince Andrew. So
Also, I couldn't find. I would have loved to had like the different costumes the Queen's done, because she's mainly a costume designer, for the theater and a couple of movies, and could have had some kind of roulette there. That could have been funny. But the internet isn't a lot of Danish stuff.
Ooh.
And I couldn't make it to the archives.
Yeah, oops, I opened in the wrong place.
Oh, yeah, Kira found it.
My boys.
Back before the generational trauma set in.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just setting up new trauma, it's fine. Nice to have some original flavored trauma. Stop scrolling Jeep's Tumblr. Right. I'm not good at drawing characters that are the worst. I keep trying to make characters in things that are just like really like the worst, and I ended up making them likable.
The best.
I mean, the two are not mutually exclusive.
They're true, at least not to cheap.
Once again, look at Astarion.
I don't know nothing about Astarion.
He's the worst and also the best.
He's a cat. That's all I know.
Yes.
Yeah. Literally. His VA based a lot of his mannerisms on a feral cat that took him like 3 years to be able to pet and touch. Kick her knees in the shin.
No, don't kick him in the shin.
Kick him in both shins.
Well, I guess are his legs detached from his body at this point when you kick him in the shin?
Stop kicking yourself.
Mrs. He's not got them anymore. Looking at images of Thor, you came across Squirrel.
Squirrel?
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Squirrel? Wait, hang on. I remember a squirrel.
Yeah. He's a squirrel. You'll love the squirrel. The squirrel is good.
I remember the voice actor.
Yeah. The squirrel is voiced by Protein.
Yeah.
In case that answers any questions.
It only raises more in the best kind of way.
Don't know who that is. Well, in that case, it answers no questions at all, so it's good. Miss has a question for you, Chris. He says, "Hey, Craps, what draw?"
What draw? The worst monarch. It's a possum that found like an old Christmas hat and decided they're king now.
At the worst or the best?
Again, depends on your perspective. The other possums hate them.
Right.
It's just Jeff. They've become
Miss loves.
megalomaniacal. Megalomaniacal.
Megalovania?
They've become megalovania. They've become doot.
Megalomania.
I'm in my head for all eternity.
Miss supports them and wants to put them on the British throne.
You probably have a decent case for it.
Why is it always during doodle streams that my brain is just completely empties itself of things to draw?
Yeah. This is why we usually do prompts.
Yeah.
Artists need to suffer.
We need to rest.
Anyone up for drawing the worst monarchs?
Yeah, add to the pantheon. Not pantheon. What's the word?
MCU?
Yeah, we'll go with pantheon. make terrible kings. Everybody make terrible kings. Or monarchs in general.
Hmm.
Well, we've got feral possum already.
I always would pick the worst possible reference pictures and I want to draw that.
You
Looks
just
at
thought
five.
of Radigan. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he
You
wants to be the
are
worst monarch.
correct.
This is what Radigan actually looks like.
Like a possum?
Looks like, not.
I just force myself to be creative, not just copy out there.
Also, nothing about Bloodborne stuff because your brother said he's done playing Destiny 2 for now. And the TV's free if you want to hunt. Go hunt.
Go hunt. A hunter must hunt.
A hunter must hunt. It's what they do. At least that's what Eileen told me, and I have no reason to not believe Eileen.
Who is Latina the Albinoric in Elden Ring?
I believe that's the person who you take up to the consecrated snowfields, if I'm not very much mistaken. So the person you find with Lobo. Is that right? Yes. So yeah, she's an Albinoric. She is like a manufactured person. And she had a trusty wolf called Lobo. And you come across them, and Lobo is sleeping, and Lieutenant's like, well, I don't trust you. And then you find, you get the seal of something from the Albinorics, and then she goes, oh, okay, sure, I trust you now. Take me to the consecrated snowfield so that I can be with my sister or whatever. And then you go see her sister, who is 5 times her size. She's massive, and there's no explanation as to why.
I don't remember that.
I mean, it's rude to ask.
I know absolutely nothing about her story. Anyway, why was that? Why was?
Because the voice actor is Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of voice actors in Elden Ring.
I mean, I would hope so. There's a lot of characters in Elden Ring.
Mm.
Although there was once upon a time where pretty much every single character was voiced by more or less the same person.
Cool. Troy Baker.
Oh god, what's his name? There's one voice actor in particular where if you're playing any older JRPG and you hear a male NPC, unnamed NPC talk, it's probably him.
Oh, man.
Yeah, sometimes it's good work. There's a similar thing with that in the Metal Gear Solid series, which is if there's a black character, it's always the same voice actor. I don't know why. Just always the same guy.
List. Wait. No, that doesn't actually imply that. I was about to say at least a voice by a black person, but it didn't say that.
You know, I've never checked. Let's have a look. I can't remember the name of the characters. RPG, that'll do. Donald Anderson, there we are. Oh, it just reminded me that I wanted to do a randomly generated Metal Gear Solid. Greg Eagles. Which is the most American name I've seen. Yes, he is black. There we go. So that's good.
No, I think that's that.
What else has he done? Oh, we doing Aku Aku in the new Crash Bandicoot games? I love these. You just go through the credits of a voice actor and you get wonderful things like additional voices, local population, long-haired dude, you know. Foster dad.
Classic.
Classic.
Well, I can't wait for Miss to shout at me.
Oh, he did the voice for Grimm in The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Sorry, why's Miss shouting at you?
No reason.
No reason.
Don't zoom out.
Am I zooming out?
No.
That's it.
You don't have to zoom out.
One.
So I will say, my first idea when told like you make the worst king was just like a pile of slime. I didn't have the genius idea to give it teeth.
It's a royal, therefore it must have a mouth so it can scream. Clearly. Don't see how you would have missed that, Chris.
Meanwhile, Ragdoll has completely forgotten the brief and made the best monarch.
They're the Burger King.
The Burger King. The Burger King.
Burger King burp. Burger King.
Well, I mean, you could say that as well, but also I decided, you know what, they're just going to wear one of those stupid Burger King crowns.
Burger King Burb.
I love the reaction of, first of all,
Yeah.
their teeth are amazing. Second of all, no.
I hate that I can feel that substance.
Don't. Just don't. Anyway, I
Think I have a
I
choice?
fulfilled the prompt.
I thought you were going to say prophecy.
Fulfilled the prompt. Yeah, so this is the new King of England.
We'll take it.
Excuse me.
There you go,
Gonna
miss.
make a nice squelching sound as he's plopped on the royal throne. Exactly.
Oh, it's going to be a gooey sound.
Yeah, very nice and wet.
Also, I feel sorry for whoever has to clean up.
Goes back to fighting with the monks. Oh no, has monks been giving you trouble? I didn't know that.
Well, you know.
I'm sorry my son is being so rude to you.
It depends if the fighting is, you know.
Right, is
fun.
it fighting or is it fighting? Marcus defense, you can't draw for shit right now. Long and prep. Although that's okay.
Drawing's hard. Controversial
Drawing
opinion.
is hard.
I know I'm gonna get cancelled for this, but drawing's hard.
Drawing is hard. And also, I also tend to draw mugs when I'm just like not feeling like drawing anything else because art sucks and is bad.
It's good to have a thing that you can just go, yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah. So yeah, you can mess him up a little. That's fine. I don't think
might
I've
like it.
ever drawn him correctly.
You can mess them up a little.
Mess him up a little.
Mess them up a little.
Mess him up.
Or mess them up.
Fighting or fighting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, I fulfilled the prompt, and now I'm back to the original trouble. Not knowing what to draw.
Draw your horrible king's horrible spouse.
I was gonna say like royal assistant or someone like that.
Okay.
Thank you, Kira.
I mean, that works too.
The seneschal.
I mean, unless you want to make Berber King the Goop Monster's horrible spouse.
Oh yeah, they can be married. Goop Monster and Berber King. What a pair. Truly was the wedding of the century.
Yeah.
Sorry, hang on, I'll move.
Love wins.
love wins.
Love wins and the rest of us lose.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure anyone wins really, but...
Chris, I hope you make that the thumbnail.
just those two.
Just those two with love wins. Think that's all you need.
No more context is needed.
VOD
This
title will
explains
just
everything.
be Love Wins, less than 3. And that is...
That a sandwich?
Yes.
No.
Jeff the Possum's spouse is a half-eaten sandwich they found.
True love.
True love.
Again, love wins. Is the lollipop attached to them, is that their child?
I was thinking, I was trying to think of like a royal scepter or something, and that's what came
Oh,
to mind. There's a lollipop
Yeah,
that's
that
stuck to
also
their
makes
back.
sense. It can be both.
Scepter and
Horrifying.
Yeah,
Look, don't you judge the possum way of life.
exactly. The Possum King is very unusual, but that, doesn't mean it doesn't make sense.
Just because they're
mean, there
unusual
might be at
doesn't
least a
mean
bit of
they're
nonsense here.
something.
But there's always a little bit of nonsense with royalty.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I think that's just, part of the brand for Possum King. Everyone just go, oh, Possum King.
And then it zooms in on them like a sitcom, and they just turn to the camera and go.
Yeah, and then, like, the credits play.
Big old sitcom laugh.
Is the Slurpee a part of the Possum King?
Is the what, sorry?
The drink.
Drink?
Like a Slurpee? What?
This
That's
thing
the
or
lollipop.
this thing? Oh,
Oh.
Like a lollipop stuck to his back.
I also thought it was like a drink for a while.
I guess it's because it's
It
pointed
was
up,
like
you think
shoved
straw.
all the way to its fur.
No, it's just a lollipop.
Yeah, the worst drink imaginable, possum.
the drinks are the shading's annoyingly good.
Yes, it is.
So, comic book.
Yes. Very good.
And I struggled my way through almost drawing something similar to a character.
I like him.
No, look at him!
He's very cute.
Thank.
I want to boop his nose, for which I will be executed.
Yes.
You will. They are very sick and tired of being king.
I am the king.
I want pancakes.
Rumble.
Also, Chip, I'm not too fond of today's color choice.
What?
It makes it look ickier than the usual green shading, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I had to make sure it was understandably human flesh.
Of course.
Oh, here I was thinking it was like tangerine slime, but
No.
That's much better. It's a nice dessert. Oh yeah, I haven't utilized the white of the canvas. Oh, not the white of the canvas. Okay. Canvas? Canvas.
The plural is canvas.
Canvas.
That's not true. I am making things up.
I was about to say a joke and realized it wasn't Danish.
Yeah, go ahead. And there we go, Jeff the Possum and Belinda, the discarded sandwich.
I'm glad they made sure to name the discarded sandwich.
Very important.
Hmm.
I mean, you gotta have something to put on tax forms.
Exactly.
Because clearly the trash possum pays taxes. That's definitely a thing that happens.
They tell the other possums to
trash
pay taxes
possum
to
doesn't pay taxes, Belinda does it for him.
them. Yeah, Belinda takes care of all that.
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah, of course it's an M&S. It's royal mess. The royalty's not going to be Marks and Spencer's, honestly. He's royal. He doesn't pay anything. Yeah, no, the tax forms are like you pay tax to me.
Yeah.
I am king. You pay tax to me, and the other possum just
All
go
your
and run away.
taxes from now on will be handwritten by your new queen. Queen Belinda the half-eaten sandwich.
You just pan to the sandwich, and now it's got a pen embedded in it.
A pen and a little, like, monocle. Or little reading glasses, one of the two. Just...
It's being knighted with one of those little sandwich plastic.
Yeah. Get knighted with the sacred olive on a stick.
Honestly, I'd really love to see this as like a cartoon. Just everyone taking it so very serious. Like, everyone is fully on board with, like, the Possum King and Queen Belinda the half-eaten sandwich. And there's probably one guy who's just like, what the fuck is everyone on? Like,
Yeah, we got a chicken
I'm
boo
imagining.
situation going on here.
There's just one guy, like, you know, the straight man trope of just, what the fuck is going on? And everyone's like, the disrespect for Queen Belinda.
Oh,
Off with his head.
It's like the cleaner, and they tried to throw the queen out.
Yeah. Yeah. Cleaner of the royal palace accidentally throws out the queen in the hole, like, palace goes mad because the queen has been kidnapped.
What now?
I don't know.
Or do am I just going to stop for the evening and say I can't top Possum King and Belinda the half-eaten sandwich?
Mainly
Queen
Belinda.
Belinda the half.
Sorry, my apologies.
How dare you?
Where is my due respect?
The respect she deserves as a half-eaten sandwich.
I really like how Mrs. Ear looks like a musical note.
Oh yeah. Did you know if you poke Miss in the ear, music plays?
Yeah, probably little bits of squeaks.
You've lost your paintbrush. Oh, no.
Paintbrush, no!
Work on the pain.
You also get a slap. Yeah, when I said music, I meant percussion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hang on, I trimmed my beard today, so I can slap myself. Yeah, there we go.
Good, now you've slapped yourself twice for no particular reason.
3 times. I tried twice before.
Why did you try
Makes it
twice?
understandable.
I just thought I hit it weirdly and it didn't work, and then I was oh yeah, a bit. I think I'm fully cognizant when I'm streaming. In the mornings I haven't woken up yet, and in the evenings I'm tired. Heaven forbid I ever stream midday. You won't recognize me.
Oh, God.
It's
You
unusual.
silly.
I'm awful now.
Although that means
You're silly.
I can do the cheek thing now, I suppose. Did that come across on the microphone? I don't know.
It did.
I mean, it did in
Very
Discord at
well.
least.
I wonder if there are people who could do that.
So
like,
I don't
in
know if
tune.
that's a good thing or a bad thing that it came across in Discord.
Do popcorn like that? There got to be people who can do it like really well in tune.
Probably.
I mean, my dad has done things like that before. So yeah. He also has a full beard.
Nice.
The only time I've seen him without a full beard is in pictures of when he was either younger and unable to have a full beard, or in the military and also unable to have a full beard. Or the time he shaved it off because it's like, oh, needs to go to hospital to visit people, and it's like, hey, you need to wear a mask, and the mask won't fit over your beard, so he just shaved it off.
Yeah.
And then promptly grew it back.
Promptly. That afternoon.
It felt like it. Both him and my brother grow beards very quickly and very darkly, so... Well, okay, Dad's isn't dark anymore, it's gray, but
Yeah. that
thickly
happens.
and quickly.
Quickly and quickly. The splash screen when Thor arrives in God of War. I'm imagining he's quick.
Hmm?
That's the splash screen when Thor arrives in God of War. Like the sort of Borderlands style. Thor.
Yeah.
Thickly and quickly.
Uh-huh. Thickly and quick.
Design thickly and quickly. Probably it's Thor and Hermes. Like, what do you want?
Yeah.
I mean, Thor is faster than you would expect as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's yeah.
He is fast.
I imagine I want there to be like I don't know. When you see him running, I want there to be like a proper like heft to the thud every step as he's running. I want that sort of. I don't know. Whenever you see people running in games, there's no like environmental impact. It's just sort of like there's the animation of the character, and then there's a floor, and they're not really touching because it's a game. I want there to be like proper steppy stumps.
Anyway, I want everyone to know that I've noted down Thor thickly and quickly Borderlands intro as like a drawing idea.
Yeah.
For no particular reason at all.
No particular reason.
As someone who is known to be a fan of both of these things, there is no particular reason for this. I've never made a Borderlands intro for anyone.
No.
Not
once, never.
Never. You cannot prove it.
Well, I do still have your Tumblr open, so.
No, you cannot prove it. Close that Tumblr right now. You can't prove anything. You
hey, look,
can also
Moira.
prove it. No.
Hey, look, it's MJ.
Oh!
Although that does remind me, I still haven't drawn Malachi in MJ's clothes.
How dare you? Absolutely. What were you thinking? Not starting up the year with that, honestly.
I think it's on my list. My long
The
list.
ever-expanding list.
Yeah.
Oh look, Mogs.
Stop looking at mugs.
It's just there. It's difficult not to look at Mogs, alright? Does rather draw the attention.
Yeah, there's a lot to look at with Mogs, too.
Oh, hey, Mogs. Can I?
Well, now I think you're looking at mugs on purpose.
Can I'm gonna one day. When your birthday rolls around, I'm just gonna change the any mention of King Vader to Mogs. So, oh hey Mogs.
My boy. This is wrong. How am I supposed to whip with my boy? Look at him.
It's the Mogs.
It's the mugs. Look
got
at his teeth.
Thief. Mr.
Teeth.
Thief.
Miss has the best teeth.
Best thieves.
Best teeth.
Miss, that shirt is covering up way too much of his torso.
Look, it's cold.
It's cold. It's skin tight. It's fine.
Alright, it's prerequisite.
That can get stuck on its teeth.
I love Kira just listing people I've done Borderlands intros for. No, she will put him in clothes and you will like it. He does. Treat him as your dress-up doll. That's what he's for. And they will fit. Not well, that you know. That doesn't have to be the case. They don't have to fit. Yeah, for seats. No. No, you don't. Shush.
Again, it just devolved to me scrolling through Jeeves.
I have a prompt.
Prompt!
Look up in top corner, top left corner.
Top left could glow up.
Make character good, please.
Oh. Your boy?
It's a competition.
A competition. Who can make
Yeah.
your boy the best?
Yay.
What?
I see.
If you want to, it was just an idea.
Wait, hang on. Are kings or Mogs?
Yes.
Not my boy.
You, like, Mogs does not need a glow
And
up.
improve more.
Mox doesn't need a glow up.
I mean, guess I could always be sassy and just add some bright lights.
Yeah. That's why they're grumpy. They're judging your jokes. God. You know I
There we go.
didn't
I added some glow.
glow up. So Oh, that is way too friendly, Chip.
Use that glow up. I'm
Yeah.
doing it.
Making them good.
Oh, glad I'm that one. I just.
No, you can glow up the possum king.
Grab anything you want.
Glow up anything you want.
Blow up anything I want. Nice.
Aww, tiny little crown. There was the good cheap hair. Now I'm just live commentating on your drawings. And over in the corner we got the good cheap hair.
Yeah, I mean, you did your job by drawing the boy.
Yeah. I like that the possum glow up is a perm.
He just got shampooed
No.
and got all puffy. Have you seen pictures of cows that have had shampoo?
Yes. Also,
mate.
why? But
Oh yeah, I don't know, but
that's a lot of shampoo.
Which is really funny to me, but also that's partially because most of the cows
Consume
I'm
my
more familiar
stinky
with
nut
don't have
balls.
very long hair.
Yes, them shaggy cows.
thank you, miss.
Chief's version is like how they behave in front of the parents, and my version is how they behave normally.
Mm-hmm.
I would never do anything wrong.
No, never. I'm just a little boy.
Yeah.
And eventually, their wrongdoings were caught, and they were cursed to turn into a wooden puppet called Jürgen.
I was thinking it was Jürgen.
Not every doll-like creature I draw is Jurgen.
Look, I'm allowed to bring up Jürgen whenever I fancy,
Are you?
which is always.
Now I have to find out if there is some genetic mutation where possums can be curly.
It's called the Jeff genome.
Yes. Okay.
Hey, Blab.
That's so poopy.
They were running around in search of things and accidentally walked into a car wash.
They got rid of the lollipop. They don't have a bald spot.
Oh. It's covered by the fluff.
Or they put some oil on the lollipop. No, they ran into a can of olive oil, knocked it over, but covered in oil, so the lollipop slipped off, and then they ran into the car wash.
Hi, plants.
It's a plamp. Right there. I pointed at the screen. Just so you know. Oh, hey, look, I was just scrolling through Jeeb's Tumblr.
Don't.
Um, and I found this piece of art by Christy. Look at
Wait,
Oh,
what?
that is good.
that. Ah, the turns have tabled.
Now. I just saw the cows. Oh, babies.
Hey, floof. Floof. Now that is how you describe Fresnel. You ever want to explain to somebody what Fresnel is? Say, look at this cow, and look at the edges of it. That's Fresnel. You want to make something look soft and fluffy or like velvet? Do that.
Do whatever these cows are going on.
Yeah, do that. Do the cow. Do the cow shuffle, everyone.
Do the cow.
Really like the one cow that's just fluffy all over and then the head is not. Looks like a piggy.
Mm-hmm.
He's soft. Yeah, how's the plamp? Is the plamp good? Plamp having a good morning? Oh, it's Monday, isn't it?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Somebody call up Garfield.
Somebody ban Mondays. Oh, speaking of banning things, just so everyone is aware, Discord has added a new feature called Clips, where people can clip things from voice chats, including things you've said. But you can go into your settings and turn off your voice being able to be used in other people's clips. So do that.
Yeah, that's
Thanks for
like
saying
it being
that.
a feature is a thing I don't mind, but that should have been an opt-in, not an opt-out.
Exactly. Yeah. A lot of Discord's recent things should have been an opt-in, not an opt-out. So yeah, default on. Just don't like that.
Discord.
The boy we've created together. You made, you took a sketch and made it into a character.
You took a character and made it into a character.
Shush. You took a possum and made it into a floof.
Yeah, floof.
I really want curly possums to be a thing.
That's what the king looks like after a bath.
Oh, we had to bathe Kiki recently because she got very like matted and muddy and stuff, and was like, she's not as flexible as she used to be, so she can't clean herself as thoroughly. And we're like, yeah, you need to be cleaned. Oh my god, the noises she made.
Oh, no.
It was astonishing.
Want to know how to manage to bathe the king? Well, see, the cleaner we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Kidnapped the queen.
Got one of those floor
Also
polishers.
accidentally bathed the king.
The ransom for kidnapping the queen was that the king have a bath.
Yeah. AKA, they quickly dug through the trash again to try to find the queen. And then we're like, well, I might as well use this situation. The king must take a bath.
Bad news, everyone. There's no such thing as killed possums.
Oh,
No.
yes, there is. There's a king. Look at it.
Here.
Yes. It's Queen Belinda, the half-eaten sandwich.
Yep.
She handwrites all your taxes.
You know, the fun thing about that whole sideline that we had was that it was about halfway through before I realised that we were talking about, like, the possum being the king of us and not other possums. I thought we were talking about other possums.
Your king.
No, apparently our king.
This is your king and queen now.
I mean, this would probably be an improvement.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Exactly.
This is less maintenance.
And also, the Brits wouldn't question why their king is a possum now. They're the fucking royalists. Just, I guess this is the new king. I'll hail the king.
Wow.
Just tell them, yeah, we're returning to traditional values. Here's the new king. Now that'll do him. Yes, we're also talking about God of War Thor. God of War. God of War.
Oh.
Who is tall and round
Round
and has
and strong.
strong arms for hug. I assume hug. I'm just going to assume hug. I will not be taking notes. I will not be taking notes. I'm assuming hug.
Okay. Right. Uh-huh. Yeah, hugs. For
Hugs.
sure, definitely.
Hugs.
Mhm.
Bet he hugs, boy.
Hugs.
Hugs.
Yeah, sure. He hugs, boy. Definitely. He
See,
has
Miss
a great
knows.
relationship with his sons.
Miss knows.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, it's fine. And God, I can't wait for a later part of this game we're playing for more context.
Hugs.
That.
Gosh darn it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It like
Mhm.
I know on like AO3 there's lots of like fanfic of like, oh, I think these people should have been together and all that sort of stuff. Is there much like God of War hug fanfic? Of just I want these people to hug. That's it. That's the only thing that's different.
You know, I
Yeah.
don't know, but I do know that like the top okay, so AO3 has two kinds of relationships that are tagged. It's either romantic relationships where there's a slash, or it's a close relationship where it has an and. Close relationships, that it's like family, friends, stuff like that, where it's like we're focusing on this relationship, but it's specifically not a romantic one. We're focusing on we're focusing on Asterius and Kratos's familiar relationship. That tag is the highest tag. So a lot of other people are also like, please hug the boy.
Good.
At the very least.
Yeah. I will say, I haven't checked the God of War fanfics in a hot minute for a reason. Because the last time I checked, which has been a while ago, so it might have completely changed many fakes got at. But the last time I checked, a lot of the things were Atreus and Kratos were ship fics.
The last time I looked, the top relationship tags were Kratos Asterius with the and percent, meaning they're looking at the familiar one. Kratos and Faye, and Kratos and Freya.
No, that might be true now. It's just when I last checked it, and that's when I swore off God of War fanfics.
Yeah,
Because
reasonable.
there weren't that many, and all of them were... Well, there were a couple of them that were really cute and, like, you know, cute family times. But most of
The other
them
thing
were
that might be
either
happening-
incest or rape fics.
Oh, God.
The other thing that might be happening with that one, because I see this pop up sometimes and I'm sitting here going, I think I need to tell you something, is there are some people who don't understand the difference between the two.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting here going, you might want to change that tag because people are going to make assumptions one way or the other.
Yeah, people scare me as well.
I might be wrong about it now, because again, it's been a while. There's been a lot of things going out since then. Things change, especially in fandoms. New fics get written, but last time it was... Ooh. For some reason I've not gone back there since.
I mean, in the defense of the Supernatural fandom, the actual Supernatural show multiple times made jokes about the two leads, people mistaking the two leads for being in a romantic relationship, including one that I find particularly hilarious, where they're going in and getting getting a hotel room, and there's for some reason a kid running the desk because small towns, it's family run, and the kid asks them, a king or two queens, and Dean goes, 2 queens, and the kid goes, yeah, I'll bet. Meaning, of course, that the kid thinks that these are 2 gay men.
Mm-hmm.
So, that fandom comes by it honestly.
Also, I do want to clarify, most of the rape fics were for the original God of War trilogy, which probably says a lot about the original God of War trilogy. That was the most prevalent fic type.
That one is also a thing where it's like you can't blame the fandom on that one. Don't look up any interviews with the main guy who did most of the creative decisions and design work for the OG God of War. He is a piece of work.
We don't respect that guy in this house.
So why did they change the, did they get bored or something for the fourth?
A new creative team made the Norse series.
Yeah. Different people.
And in fact, as far as I'm aware, the guy who designed and was the head creative lead for the old series doesn't like the new series, and it's like, well, fuck you.
Hurrah!
I don't respect your
Seal of
opinions anyway.
approval.
He has spoken out against the new God of War as well, I don't think this is what Kratos, would be like. And it's like, cool, we don't give a fuck.
Like, oh, you think this isn't what he's like? Okay, that means it's good.
Yeah. According to you, I guess people shouldn't grow.
Yeah,
And
you...
that's
Hashtag not
what
my
we're
Kratos.
into.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The thing is, it's the what's the title of the game you're playing now, Chib?
What do you mean?
The one you're playing on stream. What's it called?
God of War.
Yeah, it's called God of War. So it's the first one, right?
Yeah.
What's the problem? I don't understand the issue here.
And
then they made a
Miss,
sequel?
don't worry, you do not need to interact with the OG God of War games.
All right.
No.
The Norse series gives you enough context for information that is relevant for what's going on with the plot.
Yeah. And if you want to know more, you can ask me. I've watched it all, and I wouldn't recommend doing that to anyone.
There
it's
are
long
some
and boring.
reveals where if you know the plots of the original games, it's like, okay, I see where this is going, or I could see where this was coming from. But the Norse games give you enough context to sort of figure out why this is a big deal.
Mm-hmm. All you need to know from the original God of War games is Hermes is best boy.
Yeah. All you really
Just
need to know
take that away
is
from now.
all
That's all you need to know.
all you really need to know is
Yeah.
and that's it.
Okay.
There's two scenes I can think of where there's a lot more oomph to it if you know the context from the original games, but also they have plenty of oomph by themselves in the current series, so like it's not necessary.
Yeah. Hermes in his underwear is all any of us need to know. Exactly.
Excuse me, what?
I didn't show anything on stream, don't worry about it.
We're worried about
quick
it.
time events for the off-screen side. I will never fucking get over that. That's...
See, the fun thing to me is all of the things I can think about in the OG God of War that are quote-unquote hilarious are things where I'm pretty sure that the creators didn't intend for it to be funny.
Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm specifically talking about the God of War off-screen sex scene with Aphrodite, which I think is intended to be really sexy, but it's awkward as shit. It's
sexy, you said.
like at that point they've done several like quick time event sex scenes that have all been better. And for some reason with Aphrodite, they better in quotation marks. But by Aphrodite, they were like, no. It's the
it's
most
bad. It's not worth
awkward
it.
thing. How do you mess up Aphrodite? That's what I'm saying.
Toxic masculinity.
There's a quote in here
If you want a good
on the stream from me that was like, don't have as your porn or something like that. And that's from a rant I did on the same topic, because I don't understand how you can mess up a sex scene with Aphrodite.
If
yes.
you want a good rendition of Aphrodite in a video game, go look at Hades instead.
Yeah. I'm so curious now. I'm
Hilariously
sure...
enough, the theme of that game is also generational trauma. But instead of having the main character being a god that kills off a bunch of people and eventually goes, nah, I'm not doing that anymore, the main character is the god who's like, I am not officially the god of anything, but I might as well be the god of fix-it because I'm going to make you all sit down and talk it out, damn it.
If there's going to be erotica in your games, at least do it well. You know, half-assing it only makes it worse for everyone. That's the point.
Exactly. That's my point.
Unless it's extremely hilarious how bad it is.
It's kind of hilarious in how awkward it is, but it's...
I feel like that one only works if you're doing it on purpose. Because, I've seen stuff like that. No spoilers in context for... Well, actually, it doesn't even relate to the overall plot, but there is... You can have an explicitly, we are making this awkward on purpose, fade to black sex scene thing happen in Baldur's Gate 3, and it is very funny, and it is very clear that it is supposed to be funny. You do eventually run into you can eventually go into a brothel, and there is a scene where you can spend some time with one of the workers there, and one of the things you can do is just say, yeah, I just want to, we're just going to do missionary with the lights off, and the person's just kind of like, this is going to be so fun, I have never been asked to do something so mundane and boring. And he purposely makes it the most awkward thing, and it's really funny.
The
or
one
at least
that's,
I think it's funny.
the one that spread. Well, Plamps agrees apparently. But the one that springs to mind for me is there was a game that was very much lauded as the worst game of the year it came out, called Ride to Hell Retribution, which was a sort of biker sort of a sort of cartoony biker fantasy thing, and just basically every female character the main character comes across they have sex with almost immediately. But the sex scenes are A, animated by somebody who has only heard of sex, and B, fully clothed, and it's very weird. It's very strange.
Like, we need to make this game PG. Put some clothes on.
Like, there are people with overalls on. It's like, how does that work?
Challenge accepted, I guess.
That is really, if you ever want to look up a playthrough of that, it's such a bizarre game.
But yeah, Plamps knows the scene I'm talking about, and there's a lot of different things that can potentially happen at that brothel, and I think that is one of the funniest ones.
It still icks me out, that brothel thing, but it's also funny. You probably
I can
know
at
what
least
part icks
assure
me out.
you that the workers there, it's not a... They enjoy their job, and they,
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
most
That's
part, are
It's
not
cool.
treated like... The narrative doesn't treat them as, like, this is a bad, dirty thing. It's just like, this is what they do. They enjoy what they're doing, and one of them is just very amused by the prospect of someone hiring them explicitly to have a bad time at sex. It's like, sure.
I mean, that whole conversation, the dialogue options you can have, that's like awesome. There's just one thing I think is icky. Is it spoilers to say what they are? Probably is.
I mean, technically, yeah, but yes, but like I said, that it's not an area, for those of you who are interested in Baldur's Gate 3, it's not really an area that's really important to the plot, and you can just choose to not do much there.
It's only for funsies.
So, like, you don't have to
That's
hire
curious.
them for anything. It's fine. Oh, right, yeah, for the Underdark experience, we turn the lights off, and then it's just a black screen through the entire thing.
I can't get over that God of War has quick time sex events.
It really is a choice that they didn't have to make.
I've played The Witcher 2 and 3. I couldn't get my PC to work for the first one, but that one is quite bad with that. I thought it was
You're-
bad, but it wasn't.
You're
that
not
bad.
missing much by not playing Witcher 1. Like, the people I know who have played through the game have been like, it is very, 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 very difficult to play through the game with an enjoyable experience unless you have explicit mods that allow you to cheat. Because, like, even in the game, there are some things with, like, the skill tree that it's like you can't finish out things with the skill tree unless you cheat and have the game give you more token things with it. And it's very annoying. So
Like,
gameplay-wise, you're not missing much. But yeah, there's definitely some... It was sort of funny. There was a thing where it's like, he was playing it on stream with his partner there for commentary, and they had like an emergency button, an emergency sensor button, because it's like, yeah, we know there's going to be suddenly oops boobs, so we've got an emergency oops boobs button of a character staring at the screen judgingly.
That's awesome. But yeah, I thought it was bad that you collect cards for every sexual encounter you have with the woman on the card, like a conquest. But it didn't have quick time events. That's just standing out to me.
So I sort of misunderstood. I thought it was like a loyalty card. Like, oh, you get 8 stamps. Next time you get a free milkshake. Like,
Please.
No, I think with The Witcher 1 especially, it's because they wanted to have something titillating there, but their animation, they didn't have enough
Oh.
either animation budget or technology to like do anything actually titillating. So it's like, okay, well, fade to black, but here's a sexy picture for you to look at.
They would have been just as bad if they could.
God. Now I'm just trying to imagine them trying to animate any sort of alluring event using the models and animation that they had available in Witcher 1. That would be just the most awkward thing.
Yeah. What the fuck is this? There's clothes everywhere but where clothes should be.
If you want to look up God of War 3's Aphrodite model, you're welcome to. I'm not showing it on stream. Oh my
It's
god.
really
that is-
funny to me.
I just want everyone to know the absolute atrocity that is Aphrodite's outfits, question mark.
And it's really funny to me because Aphrodite in Hades is wearing less clothes, but she's also less sexualized. If you can believe that.
It really is like baffling how you just have Aphrodite in general, also with her tits and ass out, and still have her be incredibly unsexy somehow.
Yeah, none of this design is like hugging the body or having like cheeky little cutouts in that sort of. It's just everywhere where clothes shouldn't be, there isn't. That's it.
Yeah, and then there's Hades Aphrodite, who is wearing less clothes and yet has more agency.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, so cool.
that's how you do it.
I support her. I don't support God of War Aphrodite.
With the strategically placed anime hair.
Yeah.
And a lot of hearts in there
Yeah.
too.
No female presenting nips, so you don't have to spoil her.
Mm.
Hey, look, this is in a game
Like,
people
yeah.
play on Twitch. It's fine.
I mean, part of the problem here is also the model is T-posing, so that doesn't help. But also in-game, it's still
I
bad.
can't imagine it's much better with animation.
All her movement in the game is like reduced to crawling on the bed sexily? Question mark. Like she is always on like in her room on the bed, as in like, cool, we're about to have sex. And that's the least sexy shit I've ever seen.
The
And she
early
has like a
2000s.
couple of attendants who have like the same thing going on of just like, why are you even wearing clothes at this point?
There's no point.
Like, why do you cover up like like there is an attendant who has like the tops of her boobs covered with like her shirt or whatever. And it's like, that's not the point. I don't, why?
Lamp says, hot take, God of War Aphrodite wants what Guinevere has. Just for reference.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the eye level boobs.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah, Aphrodite will never be here. No, absolutely not.
More clothes, more sexy.
I just...
As the many hundreds of messages put in front of her go, amazing chest ahead. Not sure that's why they put the word chest in the messaging system, but that's how it gets used.
Mhm.
I mean, to be fair, they are right there at eye level. Like, very hard to ignore those.
That's not eye level. That's 15 feet above you.
I'm gonna regret this, but I have to look up God of War after this. And just see how ridiculous it is.
Do make sure that you give yourself room to take breaks. Also, do remember that these games were from, like, the PS2.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it better. That makes it fun.
Oh god, could you imagine if the game was made with that sort of sensibility with modern graphics? Ah.
Oh god, no.
No.
Please, no.
Don't do that to me.
One of the only reasons it's funny is because it looks bad.
Oh, look at that. No, don't look at that. I take that back.
What are my thoughts on Hermes Hades game? I haven't played Hades game, so I do not know.
Hermes Hades game is also good.
He looks very cute.
Hey, he's off on a trip.
He is
They've
late
gone
for
to
school. He needs some anime toast in his mouth. See? Just put some anime toast in his
Yeah.
mouth. He is a
The disc
schoolgirl
is-
late for school.
The discs are cookies.
It's his first day to high school and he woke up late. And those are my thoughts.
Most of his boons involve making you go fast.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is it a magical never-ending bag? Is that part of Hermes?
That's his messenger tote. That's all of the things he has to deliver.
Oh right, I forgot about that part. They're just the mailman.
Yeah, character design in Hades is very good of what I've seen.
There's a turtle!
Turtle. Dog.
There's a turtle on the bag.
I don't
Ah,
really
yeah.
a little birdie.
I didn't see it at first.
Little buddy.
Oh, boring.
Hang on.
You just stop stream, by the way. We've just been talking about half an hour.
No, these streams could be whatever. Look at them. They're going faster than they've ever been before.
Yeah. Very harrowing for a turtle.
Not if they
Well,
planned
there is
it.
a little turtle in the bag.
Yeah.
You know, I've played a lot of Hades and I'd never noticed that.
It's a
That
little
is
turtle.
hilarious.
The fact that the turtle tortoise is a symbol of Hermes is never not funny. Good little baby.
God, Supergiant did way
It's
too much
called
research.
jelly.
It's having passion for your work.
It's insane.
Take joy in adding these details. That's what you want in a creative work.
Oh, well, I guess if we're showing off good Hades art and designs. Miss, I want to show you Nyx.
With Nix.
Oh, I love all the designs in Hades. I just can't play these kinds of games. I'm too bad.
Don't
Oh,
worry,
what-
Hades has a mode for people who are bad at games. It is called God Mode. It gives you more defense if you die. So the more you die, the more defensive you get and the harder you get to kill.
Oh.
Take that, Dark Souls.
So yes. Nyx.
Oh, I think I've seen. I think I've heard of Dialect. I remember seeing a review of it. Sort of make a little isolated language. Sorry, Plant mentioned something.
I mean, technically, you can have God mode on and then just go through in one attempt and never die. Hilariously, inside of the game, there is special dialogue for if you manage to get to the end of a run on your first run.
No.
That's gotta be one person.
There is an entire speedrun category for fresh file.
Obviously. Bloody speedrunners, honestly. What are they like?
Yeah, Plamps, that's pretty much it.
Well,
But fortunately, whether you have God mode on or not, the game expects you to die a lot, and there are actually many interesting dialogue bits that you only get if you end up dying a lot. So,
I'm gonna get all of the dialogue.
yeah, I like a game that rewards failure with cool stuff.
It's like Baldur's Gate.
In games,
Some of the funniest things is if you lose your role.
there's always something, whether it be you now have more things unlocked or dialogue or stuff between characters progresses. So yes.
Or just a really sassy narrator.
And a very sassy narrator, yes. That is another thing that Hades has. A sassy narrator that the main character is aware of.
Oh, fun.
always good.
You're not language brain, but you like to listen to friends talk language. Language plus game equals positive.
I'm not a language brain, but I like linguage.
Yee.
Yeah,
Delicious.
but we can do games and stuff. We should more friend
Yay,
times.
games.
We should do more friend
More
times.
friend.
We still need to
All
organize other things like randomizers and movie times.
Oh,
Yes.
it's a physical game.
Yeah,
What
there's a
do you-
physical version, but I think it's your book basically.
Oh. What happens if you inject
Thank you, Doc.
I see no difference.
Yeah.
cities out?
Jeff Gwynbloom.
Ah,
See above.
Yeah, perfect.
That is a perfect ending, I think.
Yeah, we can end on that.
Right. So that was the stream. We had a lovely chat, and we made some wonderful monarchs and love wins.
Love wins. That's all you need
Love
to take away
wins,
from
and
this.
the rest of us lose.
Yep.
Yeah.
And their horrific reign begins. But yeah. This is the stream. I'll be back
It's the
tomorrow.
stream.
It's the stream. It is. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Tuesday morning. It began with a T. Yeah, I'll be back Tuesday morning with doodles of some description. Not sure what yet. We'll find out. And then in the evening, either we will start Majora's Mask, or, and I don't know if anyone would be interested in this, I might do like a one-off Morrowind stream where I just completely break the game.
Yes.
That might be fun.
Do it.
I don't know if I could do, I might be able to become the head of the Mages Guild and then beat the game in one stream. I don't know if that's possible, but I might give it a go.
Do it.
But I will become a god in the process and kill 2 gods. It's fine, don't worry about it.
As you do in fantasy games.
Yes, as you do in big RPGs that haven't been properly tested to see if you can break things.
That too.
So yeah, might do that just for a one-off. But either way, Majora's Mask will start at some point. I think we'll play that on stream. Hopefully, it won't be too annoying for me constantly doing things wrong and going back in time. But yeah, etc. etc. That is the stream. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the drawing and doodling, friends, and also for chatting in chat, friends.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Love wins.
Love wins.
Bye bye.